So let's move to our next client today, Miss Karolina. Just inviting Karolina's guides, her angels, to join us now. Please let me know when you're ready to proceed.
We are ready.
Wonderful. Let's begin with a body scan for Karolina, just scanning through the body, and please let me know what areas we need to address for her today.
Her mind, her heart, her gut.
And what do you see happening in the mind?
And it is spinning, spinning quicker and quicker every day. She is receiving information. She is accelerating her speed in which she exists. She is getting ready to transform to the butterfly. She is ready to fly out of the nest. She is transforming herself. It is a transformational energy in her mind. She is releasing the old ways. She is releasing the lies. She is releasing the old understandings of the earth, for she understands that it is not real. It is not who she is. It does not exist. She is ready. It is time for liftoff. It is time for her to reconnect with her higher self in all oneness. She is allowing this for her own soul. It is time.
Wonderful. And what about the heart? What's happening there?
She's saying goodbye to the old. She is letting it go. It is melancholy. It is a releasing of what was. Saying goodbye, but it is happy to journey on. It is the feeling of the earthlings when you are leaving home and you are going out into the world as an adult to go to college, to move to your own apartment. You are free. You are no longer restricted by the upbringing, the understandings, the rules. You are now free to learn who you are on your own. You are now free to expand, to decide who you are, who decide who you want to be. This is where her soul is at on a much larger level. That was just an earth example for your mind. She is setting her heart free to allow it to be open to what it wishes to bring forth into her reality. It is excited. It is happy to do this now. It is ready to be on its own. It is ready.
Wonderful. What about her gut? What's happening there?
Nervous. Similar feeling of leaving home for the first time. Doesn't know fully what to expect, but it is excited, nervous. It is knowing that there is much more out there awaiting her to experience, to see, to feel, to be a part of. She is ready to dive into the new waters ahead. She is allowing this for others as well. It is her gift to them. She is very giving of her soul energy, of her soul knowings. She has been in touch with her soul for a long time. It wasn't lost. It wasn't covered. It was just waiting for the time to support her knowing, and the time is now.
Wonderful. And what would you like to share with her today about who she is, where she's headed, anything else that will help her on her journey forward?
She needs to know that she is not alone, and that some days she may feel alone because the earth people are not where she is yet, because she is meant to be a forerunner. She is meant to go first. She is meant to be there before them. That was a part of why she came. So we want her to not hesitate. We want her to continue to forge her spiritual path, for it is making a large difference in the understandings of the souls around her. Do not look back. Do not worry about them, for worrying is not helpful. What she is doing with her heart and soul is the most helpful gift that she can give the souls. It is showing them the bravery to release themselves. It is showing them the gift of joy when you do this for your own soul. It is returning to source. It is returning to unconditional love that she is doing. And she is allowing it to be poured in through her in a way she is showing us. She allows it through her crown and into her knowing. It radiates through her being, and she vibrates at this level for others to experience source through her. She is very important for their remembrance of all.
Wonderful. Thank you for that. And who do we have here with us today to bring through Karolina's messages?
We have her full Pleiadian team here together today in celebration of these messages coming forward. We are all here in celebration together as her star team. She is missed dearly by many here. We are excited to connect with her in this way. She connects to us often, but we are excited for her to hear it verbally as her human mind will feel at peace. Let us see who else is in conjunction today. The angelics are here. Always, they say. The northern team is here in support. And the glowing, we don't have a match. They are like us, we feel. We know them well. Your Earth does not support a name frequency yet, but you will. They are similar in look, with the light, white light eyes and hair. They have a human figure like us. You would confuse us. You would say, oh, the Pleiadians are here. They are not. Their system is much smaller. But we work with them tightly for Earth's ascension. They are here for her today.
Wonderful. We are so excited to also bring through these messages today for Karolina, and we welcome you all. So let's begin with her questions. Her first question, she says, I want to know what happened when I was 3 or 4 years old and was abducted the first time. She says, I was in the forest with the kindergarten group. I wandered alone further into the forest with no one with me. When I turned around, two beings were floating in the air. The next thing I remember, I was lying on the ground, getting up and finding the kindergarten group again. I would like to know who those beings were and what they did to me on the ship. What can you share?
We want you to know first that we allowed you this remembrance because it was important for you to know from the start that you are special, that you are not from Earth, that you are there on a special mission. This is the most important part of that story for your knowing. We will tell you the details for you are ready. It will not scare you now, for you have the understanding of what is upon the earth and what needs to be brought to the earth at this time through the star people, such as yourself. You were not able to carry the genetics or DNA, if you want to say it like that, in the form of the human vessel that you are provided with through your parents on the earth form. They did not carry this within them. It could not be passed on in this way, but that is not a problem. So you needed to be thinking of a good way to allow you to hear this. Your DNA needed to be exchanged. It needed to be altered in a good way. It is of the Pleiadian DNA line. It is of your home. It is important for you to have it in this way so you may carry the gifts from the stars with you in your human form. It was a gift to Earth for you to have the genetic codes appropriately arranged to carry the frequencies of the Pleiades, to communicate with us, to know us, to allow the Pleiades to send you coding, to allow the Pleiades to send you the light information for your knowing, to not be manipulated as the human genetics allow for. You cannot be manipulated. Your DNA will repel it, for it is not of the third dimension that it exists any longer. It was time you were at an age that you could be altered as such before your DNA was solidified by the mind of the human vessel. It was time. It had to occur before solidification. We wanted the memory to be intact for your knowing.
Very good. Thank you so much for that. Her next question, she says, I have started to telepathically talk to my Pleiadian born twin flame, and I wonder if he has a message for me. If not, do my spirit guides have anything to say about him and our contact? What can you share with her about that?
You are correct. We are happy for you have reconnected with him. It is time, as we have said, for you to leave the nest and become an adult, if you want to think of it like that. You have reunited with your mirror energy, who you are. He is here today. We will continue to translate for him until he decides to not be so shy. No Pleiadian ever is shy, so we are all making fun of him now, for he is giddy like a child up here, jumping up and down. He says, keep talking for me. Okay, please give us a moment so we can gather thoughts from him, for he is too excited. Just a moment, please. We will begin with the information from his. We will start with the mind, for the heart is too excited to translate for. His mind is rapid like yours. You are a frequency match. You have been in existence together for all time. You are each other's other side. You are the same, but the opposite. You are a whole together. He is saying he wishes that he was able to come in human form to experience life there with you, for that would have been the greatest journey of all. He was not allowed to, for you needed to be the one to awaken for the humans because your essence is stronger. He is making a joke. You are the stronger half, he says. You always have been. It is like two twins in the womb, and one is the stronger one. He says, that is you. You have always thrived under all conditions in every existence that you have chosen to be together, done lives with. We are sorry he is just so fast. Just a moment. He's quite the character, too. Perhaps you know that. Keeps joking with us. We are trying to be serious and bring through a great information for you today. This one is a goofball. That's what you call it there, goofball. Now we will just tell you all his jokes until he wants to be serious. He says, I am the peanut butter to your jelly. I am the butter on your popcorn. He just thinks it's great. He's continuing to give us pictures such as that. Says he will calm down. Just a moment. He wants to try to talk, but he doesn't know that he can, or his frequency is too high. We will let him try. If he cannot bring his voice through the vessel, we will come back. So there is a long, awkward pause. It is not our fault, it is his. Hello, beautiful soul. I cannot believe I get to connect with you today. I am going to keep my frequency solid for you to hear my vibration. I am in awe of your soul. I am in awe of our connection. We are so grand together that we have altered time and space to allow this to happen today. We are so powerful together. We are the best team there is. We are expanding those through the heart. We are learning from one another to allow others to learn from us. This has been our biggest mission. I have been right beside you since the moment you went earthside. I have never left you. You are me. I am you. We are one soul together. We are the reason the other thrives. We give and take back to one another. I want to show you how beautiful you are. You selflessly took the position on earth, and we allowed to be a part in this way for this time, so you could hold the frequency from us, from your group. I am your full connection to home. Through me, you experience unconditional love from home. I cannot express the love I feel for your soul is my home. And when you are apart from me, I break. You are my everything always. Source allowed our connection to be this so that we could always have unconditional love, no matter the circumstances of incarnation. This incarnation feels the hardest to us both, for we always get to be together. This was different. You needed me to anchor the love from the Pleiades here for you to allow others to expand on Earth. This is our gift as a set. We are giving the Earth at this time, and I am so proud of the work that we are doing together. You are more than I can express. You are embodied love on earth. You shine so bright. You are blooming. You are the beautiful flower for all to see and smell and experience. You give others hope where there is no hope. You bring life to the earth where there had been no life. You bring a remembrance of all to those who have fallen asleep. You are doing beautiful work, and I am so beyond proud of you. I am excited to continue to communicate with you. I am so proud of us. for reestablishing the connection, even through the barriers of the human mind. We had never been separated, and yet you had felt as if we had. And you heard my calling in your heart, and you allowed for me to come back in. And now that we are reconnected, we will never be apart ever again. You will never feel the separation ever again. This was our biggest mission, and we have overcome the obstacles that were set in our way. And now that they are overcome, we can only fly higher. For when we are together, we are the strongest and we are unstoppable. For we are unconditional love and we are home. I love you. I hope you know.
That was beautiful. Thank you so much. Her next question, she says, this summer, he and his physical team have started to beam up my energy body on his ship several times. But I mostly see white haze and have trouble seeing his facial features. Why is my vision blurry? And is there anything that we can clear today? What can you share?
We are back to help communicate. For he is too giddy. He cannot control his excitement, therefore cannot stabilize his frequency to come through. We will make fun of him later for that. We are so proud of you, child, for all that you have accomplished in opening up your abilities to work with your team. Your vision is hazy because of your... We are going to make fun of him anyways. We are going to call him, this is a good one, this is in this vessel's, knowing the knucklehead. He is a knucklehead when we all come together. When you are in his presence, he is too excited. It is his vibratory state that is shifting your vision. It is not your fault, child. You are doing well. This is your twin flame, as you call him. His goofy frequency is too excited. So we will just allow you to know that this will get better, we hope. There are no promises for this one. He is like a sad puppy without you here. It's ridiculous. So when you are back in our presence, he just is like one of your dogs who zooms around the yard ridiculously, chasing his tail and doing his zoomies back and forth on the ship. And he says, she's here, she's here, she's here. And we all have to roll our eyes and just wait for him to calm himself down. So we are just laughing. There is no great explanation for your blurry vision, just that your flame over here is so excited that he's changing the frequency. We apologize for that. And when he can calm himself down in your presence, then you will be able to see his, he says, oh, my beautiful face. Yes, you will be able to see his beautiful face again. It will be a great remembering, for you know what it looks like already. It will be, and oh yes, I remember that face. It will be as if you have known him always, because you have. You will remember, child. You will see. It will come to you. This is not a defect on your half. It is a defect on his half. Do you have any further questions about that?
Let's see. I think you covered that. Her next question, she says, once a month, She also is beamed up physically in her sleep so that she can have love meetings with him, but can't seem to remember afterwards other than fragments. What I want to know is, will I be beamed up physically into the ship and be able to remember our meetings in real time? Or will I be with him physically first after I have shifted? What can you share with her about that?
We are going to say this is tricky. We are not 100% certain ourselves how this transition will play out, for this is new. It has not been done in this extreme. You have to realize what you are doing. This is a transformational change for Gaia. She is ready to reincarnate herself, if you would like to think of it as that. She is finishing a lifetime, so to speak. She is releasing that lifetime and allowing herself to ascend into a new incarnation of existence. So while this is what is occurring in the big picture, you are a part of it on many levels. You hold the third dimensional body, but it is ascending as well. You are allowing the body to go through the dimensional shifts just as Gaia is. It is a rapid transformation for all. Now you have to understand that the physical vessel holds limitations until it has come to complete transformation into the fifth or higher frequency with Gaia. You are doing it together. You are holding Gaia's hand and allowing for this to happen together through your body and through hers. So as you visit home with us, this is a higher frequency dimension than even where Gaia is going. It is beyond what she is getting ready to experience. It is higher than that. You need to understand. If it was a matter of coming to the tipping point of the fifth and going back down, this could be easier, but it is beyond the fifth child. Therefore, your physical vessel cannot withstand these higher dimensions for long. It is impossible at this time, for it cannot stay here in full consciousness. It is not ready to hold that kind of light. The light is so expansive to the cells, your physical vessel could not survive. So it is short but sweet visits that we can offer you. And then the consciousness has to reconnect to the physical vessel to keep it alive in the lower dimension. You have to reconnect. You want to stay. You say you want to stay home. We understand. We feel you. We feel it from your soul. But that is why we're giving you the gift of the short visits, so that you will carry on, that you will keep your head up, that you will remember who you are, and that you will be able to carry this for them all and for Gaia herself. This is a large favor you're doing, so please keep your head in the game. Remember why you're there. Continue to do your work. And when it is time for Gaia to reincarnate in her fifth dimensional body, you will be given the choice of where you wish to proceed. Do you wish to proceed with Gaia? We are laughing, you do not. Don't think your twin flame could allow you to. He is too excited. For you will come home with us when the time has arrived. And in that time, you will remember all. It will no longer be hidden or shielded from your consciousness, for you will not have to dip back down into the lower dimensions ever again.
Thank you for that. And maybe you could just share with her something interesting that she'd like to know about when she goes on the ship, or maybe when she connects with her flame. Um, Anything that you can share with her about those times.
We will speak for him. As you know, he cannot pull himself together when you ask about him. He is showing us, he's making more jokes. This one thinks he's quite funny. Says, yes, it's our private time. I will not speak of it. He's joking. We are laughing. It is different than human understandings. The earth humans are funny. We do not fully understand the way you connect with one another, but that is okay. We are, let us try to describe. We will try to use his words, but if he is not able to keep a steady thought, we will just tell you our perception, how the human mind can understand. It is a reuniting souls, energy combining. It is the souls literally merging their light together to feel all of the love, excitement, joy, ecstasy on every level you can understand as a human. It is beyond what your human mind has ever experienced. It is pure bliss when she gets to reunite. It is tears of joy, for she is not judged in his presence. She is fully loved and looked after. It is safety to her soul. There is no vulnerability. Everything is known. All thoughts are known. All feelings are known. There is only truth that is shown to each other when they are brought together. You cannot hide. You are pure of heart. All is okay. No judgments. You are fully exposed, yet more protected than you've ever felt in your entire existence on Earth. Humans do not do this. You are protective of your hearts. We see you are protective of your body, your mind, your heart, your soul. You do not wish to show each other your flaws. You do not wish to allow others to know your exact thoughts. You feel vulnerable. And because of this, your relationships cannot be pure. You are never exposing your full self to another soul on earth. For this child knows now what it feels like to be 100% vulnerable and open and raw. For her soul is seen fully in his presence. And when they merge, they will feel and know and remember all, and all that they have ever existed together as. And it is pure love and ecstasy for them both.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Her next question, she says, I know I am linked to the Galactic Federation of Worlds. I wonder what my old position was there before I reincarnated into this life that I have now. And what was my life like? What can you share?
We cannot expose much on this topic, so we will make it personal to you. We will give you the words of mediator. You are a great mediator of worlds. You have a position now. It's not an old role, it is who you are. You are a giving, bright, open soul, and therefore you are deemed worthy to mediate the worlds. Your understandings of other worlds is great. You do not hold judgment for them and their experiences. That is why you are a great gift to Earth. For you do not judge her, you know what she has been through, and you see where she is going. And you are gifting her the opportunity to ascend. We are all holding the space for her to do that. In this incarnation, you hold this role. Let us give it to you like this. We will give you a human understanding, or it is hard to explain fully. Think of it as a side job, perhaps. You are called upon when needed. Okay, we found an example in this vessel we will use. May seem not as grand as we hope, but this is what we have. Think of your Star Wars, Star Trek, one of your star stories. And then now think of the worlds in all of their different vibrations and different understandings and states of existences. They are all resonating differently. They are all experiencing different realities. And you are called upon when there are worlds in crisis, we could call it, worlds that need mediation, worlds that need someone who can clearly understand both sides, if you want to call it that. And you are called upon to help resolve, come to solutions, balance energies amongst the beings. You hold a great position. You are still in that position. You are not just on Earth, if you want to think of it. You are vast, but you have donated a lot of your essence to Earth to help as much as you can, for Earth is one of the worlds that called on your help. And with your bravery, you decided to take it upon yourself to volunteer, to help in the mediation of the darkness that is trying to overcome her. And you volunteered to be on her, within her, a part of her, to mediate, to stop it, to free her. For she called out for your help, child. And you know all too well her beauty and purity. And therefore she was worth the rescuing, wasn't she?
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that. And her final question today, she says, I want to know what me and my twins' life was like when we were together. Anything that you can share with her today about that?
Let us ask him if he has a lifetime memory for her today, for they have always been together. It is not, it is timeless. Let us see if he has a picture she would like to embrace. Oh, goodness gracious, we will allow this, but we will tread lightly, for this vessel is unsure of bringing it through. He is excited to remind her of the first incarnation they had together in a very physical body. It was tall, bluer skin. They were able to feel each other physically in a different way than they do here. They were so ecstatic to feel the vulnerability. It was a lifetime that they got to bring through children together. This was pure joy to both of them to feel their physical bodies merge in this way with the vulnerability. We do not hold that vulnerability here, as we have mentioned. And it was exciting for their souls to experience this together. They did not have what you called married there, but they were partners, lovers there, to protect one another, to live a physical life on that realm, bring through children in those bodies. The children show us they were from that planet. It was fun to have Pleiadian parents, they say, for they were very different. They acted different than the others there, but it was expansive for their souls there. You did it to help expand these physical beings to a new level. They are higher now than they were at the time of your incarnation with them. They say thank you for that experience. You lived a beautiful life there. It was exciting to take care of each other and take care of a physical vessel. You both say it was hard, but that's what you appreciated. And the fact that you got to do it together was pure bliss. It was a gift that you both felt you were honored with. It was never lonely. It was always love for one another. It was a memory you will always hold close to your hearts.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that. Are there any final messages today for Karolina?
Hello, Karolina. We are your angel team. We are smiling from ear to ear. We are so excited for you and your soul family. They are all showing us how beautiful you are. They are showing us your gifts. They are showing us your true essence and soul. And although we already knew this about you, it is beautiful to sit back and to hear it from the souls who know you better than anyone else, your family. We are so proud of all of the work that you have done for the beautiful earth and all of her inhabitants. You know that you are a gift there. And we are so happy that you know this, for this knowing is important at this time. Your knowing is what is allowing others to follow and to feel that it is okay. You are allowing the permission for them to do the same for their own souls. And this is a beautiful gift that you're giving them all. So we want you to continue forward and to never, ever look back. You are the forerunner that the earth needs. And you are doing this so effortlessly. You make it look easy. So we are clapping for you. We are excited for your heart and for your soul. And probably more than that, we are excited for you to go home because we feel the love pouring out from your family and from your beautiful twin flame, as you call him. You are so loved by so many, not only your family, but all the galactic teams here are clapping for you. They are standing up in ovation. They are proud. They are exuding their love, their support for all that you're doing, not only for Earth, but all of the other worlds combined. You are a giving, selfless soul. And for that, we are all thankful and humbled by your presence. We will be with you from now until you get to go home, and for always, of course. But we thank you for your services. Continue to march on. You are beautiful. We love you.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for all of those beautiful messages for Karolina. I'll allow her guides and angels to begin to recede with so much love and gratitude for all of the information that was shared with her today.